Jeffrey, you got a color preference?
I think we have to be red.
Oh, it's fine. Never mind. Lobby. I do, but it doesn't matter.
Nothing but, yeah, nothing matters, actually. Would you like top forward? Okay. I have a nice one of the game. Mine's a little tight.
All right, thank you.
Get out of here.
Yep.
Thank you for commentating.
Of course. Thank you for carrying the load all weekend.
It's been a long weekend.
Yeah, I saw all your Pepsis here.
Did you get the lay down?
Yeah, I got it.
Is this your setup ball?
Yeah.
Is it as simple as headsets and talk?
Headsets and talk. That's all you need.
Yeah, we're live now, so.
Run live. Just leave it in the box when you're done.
Just put the mic away from your face.
Don't worry about anything else. I'll take care of turning things on and
You're not
off.
going to turn anything on?
It's already on.
Am I going to be able to hear Rob?
Yes, you can hear me,
Oh,
Scott.
nice.
Welcome, everyone. We're here for the A semis.
Yeah, welcome to the Philadelphia Curling Club, Harvest Bonspiel 2025. On sheet A, we have Team Pearson. Is it Team Pearson? Yeah, Team Pearson.
Car. Team Car.
Team Kaur playing Gallegos from Ardsley. And over on sheet 2, we have Philadelphia 1 MacKinley playing King from Potomac. Pretty standard start here on sheet 1. Center guard, corner guard, looks like come around from Michelle. And it's made pretty well. Second rock coming from Team Gallegos. Looks like ice for a hack weight hit. Trying to keep it simple here in the first end. This one's a little tight. Rob, you have a better angle. Is it going to wreck?
I think we're on the guard. Yep.
Well, I would guess that it goes back if they're playing the center line rule.
We are playing the no-tech rule this weekend.
All right, so quick start to the game here for Team Kaur?
Your guess is as good as mine. Yes.
Team Jaspreet.
Yep, Jesse's team.
Might just call them Team, what are they listed as, Plainfield or Bucks?
They are listed as Plainfield.
Team Plainfield.
They are called the Realm of Niftiness is Greater Than the Land of Oz. For those of you that don't know, the Realm of Niftiness is a creation of John Gephardt. I encourage you to Google it.
Oh boy, what are you going to find when you Google
it?
It
Is safe for work.
Okay.
I'll just say that.
Good to hear.
Apparently he was voted one of the top 1,000 websites back in the MySpace days, is from what I remember. I was told this story a while ago. Don't really remember.
So MySpace days, so we're talking 2000, like late 2000s or mid 2000s?
Yeah, early mid 2000s.
Early mid 2000s. Yeah, I guess by late we were into the Facebook days.
Yeah. I'm guessing you didn't have a MySpace page.
I did not.
Yeah.
But I did have a Facebook.
Well,
I still have a Facebook.
Yeah, that's pretty common now.
All right, so red plays the come around a little bit heavy. Pretty good outcome, though, sitting 2, but leaves both open. And yellow playing the hit.
I think they're going
this one
to
looks
hit
like it's
and roll under the red.
I think it's rolling out. And it might not kill the red. I'm not sure on that one. I think it's out.
From this angle, it looks out.
Still a good setup here for red team. Playing another draw around the center guard. With this ice, it looks like it's curling almost 4 feet. Based
Pretty
on
good
this,
for Philly ice.
Yeah, really good for Philly ice. I've seen it curl 1 foot before, so I've seen it curl none.
Yeah.
But all season this year, really, the ice here has been pretty good. We've been getting a little more curl. Speed's usually pretty good.
Thanks to the ice crew. I know Joe and Carolyn have been working on it really hard. You're doing a great job.
And thanks to the ice crew this game, which was also Rob and I.
Yes, we are a 2-man Bonspiel in a package.
All right, comes up a little bit short on the draw. Double center guards, which is great if you can get around it, but now it's Yellow's chance here to get a little hit and roll under.
Yeah, if Yellow can make this good, they'll be in really good shape. It looks like he's wide.
A little lighter weight than I thought. This one might come over. This one looks more like back line. Maybe hack. Might kill it. Either way, pretty good outcome. Yellow now sitting shot.
Yeah, you like bumper up though, it's still slow. Close to control.
So it looks like Jazzy throws third, so coming down to throw her first.
Scott, have you seen the shirts that this team has been wearing all weekend?
I see a picture.
You get a little
I see
preview
Dan's face.
with John Gephardt.
Yeah. I think we need John to get 1 or 2 good sweeps in so the jacket comes off.
I love the color coordination. He's so committed. He has an orange stopwatch as well.
Oh yeah, that's some high-level curling fashion.
I always say, look good, play good, feel good, or look good, feel good, play good.
Isn't
Yeah,
that Deion Sanders?
Is that?
I think look good, feel good, play good, get paid good.
Oh well, I don't know how much. I don't know how much the last part works for curling.
Yeah, the last part's less applicable. A little light, but the red does get the roll under, but Yellow now with hammer sitting shot rock. Yeah, this would be, I think, the right call here if they can make this, which is the little split where you just throw kind of back ring weights, get your shooter into the top 4 area, and then push this Yellow in the rings now kind of over to the side 8 foot. Tricky shot, but great if you make it. This one looks like it's going to overcurl. Took an early break.
Yeah,
by the guards.
Yeah, they're on the top red.
Little bit of a miss there. Red now sitting shot. But a little stagger on the Yellows over on the right-hand side, which makes it a little tricky for Dan and the team. Decision point here. First end of the game. I think the hit is the safest call. If you can hit that 8 foot Yellow rock and just stick anywhere in the rings over on the right, it's a pretty good outcome.
Can never be narrow though. You don't want to promote their Yellow.
Really don't want to chip the Yellow because then they'll have a hit to sit 3. Better to hit this and roll out. I can't tell who's
she's narrow.
Top 12, back 12.
I think we might get to see John's shirt after this one.
Ooh,
Pretty
pretty good.
They make it.
You don't want to get too close to the nose because then it jams in the back. Okay, they're going to make it. But they did flick their own in the back, which I think was out counting that top Yellow. So Yellow now can play the hit and roll or the draw. I think I like the hit and roll here as well. It maybe gives you a chance to bring that top 12 rock into play. I think the first time I've seen an inside-out hit this game, which at Philly can sometimes be a little bit of an adventure.
It's always. I mean, if you're gonna throw it in the first end so you can figure it out.
Yeah.
And have
This
that
one
shot
looks-
for later. It's got to curl a little bit. It's pretty good.
Oh, now it's good.
By the guard.
Sweep it.
Yep. Don't curl too much.
Oh, it's gonna nose
Yeah.
it. Not a bad outcome, but if they had caught that a little sooner, might have got a little roll under. Now Dan with the chance to make the roll. Not following the red team's lead or the yellow team's lead here, and he's coming outside in.
Dan familiar with this ice. He plays here often, so I think he has a pretty good idea of what the ice is going to do.
Yeah, Dan actually plays with Rob and I in the open league
Yes,
here.
he does.
Oh, I think I see the shirts now.
Oh, there we go.
Dan's
fans. Oh, and it's Dan in a sombrero on the back?
I see. I
thought
is
it
it a
was-
sombrero or
It's
it's like a sun hat?
a guarding hat, yeah. which they will be doing another bulk order. So if you are interested, let Dan and company know.
Wait, so
I personally will be getting one for sure.
Did Dan design the shirt? Or
No,
John.
Jesse designed the shirt.
Okay, I was gonna say, don't want to be designing shirts with your own face on them.
No, yeah, it's not a good look.
Yeah. The one team shirt we have that has a face on it is the Andy mustache shirt. Andy did not design that shirt.
That is a great shirt. Was that
That was Lance.
Okay, Lance did that?
Yeah. Well, Andy made the mistake of sending us a picture of him with a mustache.
Well, yeah.
And so then Lance decided, okay, this has to be a T-shirt.
Are they all related to the? Did Andy do a podcast as a punishment?
Oh, he did so he lost his fantasy football league a couple years ago. He was very upset about it because it had the punishments of everyone in the league submits a topic, and Andy has to do a 30-minute podcast for each one.
By himself, right?
I think some of them were by himself, and some of them the person who requested the topic would come on with him and talk about it. Some of them, very strange. Most of them very strange.
If it's a punishment, then it can't be normal or easy.
Yes. This is looking pretty good right now, coming down the ice. Playing, I think, the double to sit 2. Not quite getting to nose. Got the single, not the double. Still a little tricky for Dan. I think you have the decision of throwing the in-turn draw and trying to sit 2 or hit and rolling. But if you play the hit and roll and you jam it, you could give up 3.
I kind of like the draw in this scenario.
I think I like the draw because even if you miss, they've got to make a very tough shot.
Yeah.
And I think in the first end, when you're not quite sure on the perfect line for the hits, the hit and roll does risk giving up a big ends here. So given the ice, I would guess board, something in that range. Which I think is a smart weight because you bring the weight up. I think you're more likely to jam here. You want to, hit half of this rock and still stick around.
You have to be on the inside of this rock.
Yeah. All right, rock is away, looking pretty good so far. Sweeper's not panicking. Looks something like, this is looking a little scary. No, he's going to hit a high side.
He's got to miss the jam, so that's fine.
He's hitting it high side. Yellow will have a hit for 2. But not a spot we've seen a lot of rocks on. It looks like the rocks are starting to curl there and then not quite finishing.
They hang a little bit.
Yeah. Normally get a little extra movement from the hog line in, but those last couple hits down that line, fighting the curl, which in that case I think was a good thing for Dan because the curl's an inch or 2 more. You might.
So you got to figure out on those stones when to bail and when to stick with it, and I think they bailed at the right time.
100%. Yeah, they caught it 3/4 way down the ice. They realized they were not getting low, swept it, hit it high, took the 3, potential 3 off the board. It's a long game. All right, Gallegos with a hit for 2. Control. Looking good. A little bit softer rotation than Dan's rock. This should curl a little. Yep. This looks like it's good.
Good shot for 2.
Right on the nose.
Sheet 2 looks like we're drawing for 2.
Is this hammer?
Yeah, a little heavy. It's going through. They'll take 1.
1 for yellow. And yellow is...
That's Potomac.
Potomac. 1-0 Potomac and 2-0 Gallegos. Were we given fun facts about the players?
We were not given any fun facts. We could probably do a lot of fun facts about Dan, but after that, I think we're probably going to run pretty dry.
Yes. I've heard the most fun fact about Dan is that he cannot kick himself in the head.
Well, that's correct. Do you know anyone that kicked themselves in the back of the head?
I do. My younger brother, Andy, is known for kicking himself in the back of the head.
And yet somehow we still have not seen any video proof of this.
I think it'll have to come out at the holiday party. One or two drinks, and Andy
Okay.
will happily
You
kick
know
himself
what?
in the head.
I just found new inspiration to go to the holiday party.
All right, yellow brings it right in. And Jazzy wastes no time, decides to just play the hit, keep it somewhat simple still. Not a bad strategy, still a close game, still early on. Don't need to get too complicated. Oh, this overswept it. Pretty good outcome either way. If there we go.
I can check it.
Looks
It's too close to
out.
call, I think, from here.
Oh, they're hitting
They're hitting it, so.
So it's in. It's in. Still not a bad outcome. Even if yellow makes this little hit and roll, they probably end up in the top 12, which, given the curl, can still be used as something to come around later if needed.
I mean, even if they nose it, you can probably sneak behind it, use it as a little corner guard.
Yeah, and I think I would expect Jazzy to play the delayed corner here. Even if this yellow rolls in the rings, it's not threatening, so throw a corner. You're down 2.
Yeah.
And that now, with the nose, is sort of like a little bit of a corner on its own already.
Yeah, she's coming right under.
Oh, I should have brought my stopwatch. I'm going to use my phone.
I struggle to watch curling anymore without having a stopwatch in my hand.
I'll find myself reaching for the phantom stopwatch.
Yes, I've done that tens of times.
Tens of times.
Tens of times.
This one looks like it's flying down the ice.
Yeah, Dan is nowhere near it. And they're gonna watch it right through.
Yes, that one right through the rings. Second end is often a time where you see a lot of heavy rocks, because first end, particularly when the lead and the second are throwing, it's a little bit slow. And then by the time the lead and second are throwing in second end, it's usually quite up to speed, particularly on Philly ice here. And so you often see rocks slide quite a bit further than you expect in the second end.
I know nothing about that.
And then on the flip side, come 6th, 7th end, we'll probably see the reversal where ice starts coming down. Starts to lose
Just
a
when
little
they've
bit of speed.
adjusted.
Yep. Curling is tricky. This is looking pretty good. Called the draw to the forefoot.
Oh, they called it to go on?
I think so. At this point, yellow is pretty happy here with either a force or a blank.
Yep. Yeah, no need to steal here.
Yeah, so it looks like Jazzy's playing conservative, playing the hits, and if you ever get a rollout, you can try to use that corner again. It's like a slightly softer release, but it looks pretty good.
Should be fine. We're right on those.
Oh, pretty big finish there at the end, even crossing. That's a good shot from John. Keeping it simple. Over on sheet 2, a little bit less simple. We got 3 cards up there.
Okay. Do I see a brownie over there?
Oh yeah, Craig MacKinley.
I love it.
He's probably hasn't replaced that broom for quite a while.
I'll never forget the first time I played against Craig, and he threw an upweight hit, and he does the what do you call that release where he rocks it back?
Oh, what is it? The lift delivery.
Yeah, and it rumbled down the ice and scared the crap out of me.
Yes.
You can get a lot of weight with that thing.
Back in the day when the ice was not quite the speed it is now, everyone was taught the lift delivery. My parents included. My parents used to be lift deliverers.
Interesting.
Until I think Wayne convinced them to stop maybe 20 years ago. But when I was a little kid, my parents had the lift delivery. Most of the curlers at the club probably had the lift delivery back then.
It surprises me that people can draw with that delivery. Even on this ice, how fast it is. I can barely draw without doing it.
Yeah, it does. It feels like it's adding an extra variable there to make it trickier to find that draw weight. Pretty good draw there. Gets maybe half buried, back 8. So yellow has the choice of freezing or chasing. I think I like the chase. They're playing the freeze. Not a bad call either. Great if you make it. Best shot if you make it.
Every shot's great if you make it.
Generally.
Well,
I've seen some where it's like, even if they make this, I'm not particularly worried. But given we're in the A event semifinals here, I think, a lot of teams that really know what they're doing. Lots of good calls. This one looks pretty heavy. Not sure we're going to see this too much.
Yeah, you never want to see the sweepers stop before the hog line.
Yeah, this one's coming right back to the board. The quicker second end gets another victim. So Dan is calling the draw to the open side, which I think is a good call here.
House, yep.
Most
Love
important
it.
thing, I think, is to try to get this at least to the tee line. Oh yeah, that's even better. Back 4, get those 2 rocks even so that the other team won't have a chance to bunch the rocks together and eventually make a double. I'll try to get a hog-to-hog on this one. Let the fans know how quick the ice is.
Everyone's dying for the long times here.
Line is good. Line's not particularly impactful on this shot. Really, it's just trying to get these 2 rocks pretty even over here on the wing anywhere.
I think you want to be full 8.
Definitely at least full 8. If it's so,
Yeah,
I missed the click. It was like a 16-ish. It looks like it's going to be a guard. After seeing a couple rocks go flying through the rings, you eventually see one of those.
Yep.
And I think that path had been played a little bit less, particularly coming this direction. So maybe a little bit of fresh ice still there.
All right, second shot at the freeze here.
This one still is moving. Sweepers are
kind of heavy.
upright.
Bump would be okay.
Trying to carve it. This one might get, it's a little heavy, but you might at least touch that red.
Get a piece of it.
Oh, I think they're actually,
a lot of it.
Look at this finish. Did not kill it, but even if yellow makes this shot, their reds will be bunched, which leaves the yellow team a chance to get out of the end. So playing the hack weight hit and roll that they just saw pretty much, just a couple feet more weight than the one the yellow team just threw.
Oh, she popped it.
Pretty positive release. This spot's curling though.
Coming. It's moving.
Ooh, this is really curling. Really got to go. They've got John on the straight side. This looks pretty good. Oh, really
Great
nice.
shot.
Really nice.
Don't know if they can get to it from the outside.
Yeah, I don't love chasing it from the outside. I think you're either hitting the guard straight back, and even if you just peel it, you have a double on the next one. Or you play the freeze and say, we're going to make the hero shot and get out of the end. I think it's probably possible to make the double around the outside. Just hit it thin, but if you miss, you got to make sure you miss by hitting the guard. The last thing you want to do is go by on the wide side and leave nothing changed, because then red can put a third one buried, and then you're in big trouble. With a 2-rock lead, though, I do like the hit. I think the other option is just hit the yellow straight back. And if you miss it, you peel it. Maybe roll your shooter on the rings. But if you make this, it could be really good as well. It looks a little tight.
Yeah. Plan B. Well, you got to get a piece of the guard. You got to get a piece of it. All right, that's fine.
All right, that one didn't
That's
quite
fine.
get out there, but the 2 reds are bunched over there, so even if, so it looks like they're playing in front. So
What do you like?
I would draw the other side,
I
guarantee
like that
your
too.
2. If you put this over and you kind of bunch the rocks together, you might leave a chance to get them all
Yeah.
and kind of,
Yeah,
get rid of your ends.
I think you give them that double, take your 2,
Yep.
call it a day.
Yep, and they still have to make it.
That's
You know,
true.
they half rock it and miss it. 3 still on the board. This, though, if it's top 12, it's very tough. The bigger risk is kind of coming into the tee line and leaving a chance to get a bunch of rocks moving. Even if he throws the tight guard, if it's on the right line, it's still going to be really tricky for Gallegos. Rock is away. Slid a touch tight, but it's pretty close. I think the line will be okay if they get the spot right.
Dan doesn't like it.
Line looks good.
I think it's a little heavy. It's heavier than I want.
Leave as much separation as you can. That's a pretty good outcome. That's right where they called it. Right where they called it. There is a chance to get a ball, but you have to throw it pretty hard, and they just threw this spot, and we're a little bit tight. It curled quite a bit. So maybe sometimes the ice gets a little built up on the wall side, so it curls kind of hard off the board over there.
Yeah, I think you just throw a bomb at this and try to get them all.
I'm getting a close-up view of Dan in this sun hat.
Yeah,
it's pretty glorious.
These shirts are amazing.
Is that a real picture, or did they Photoshop the hat in?
That's a great question. Judging by Dan's face, it looks like he is posing.
Yes. Dan's face is definitely from a picture that they took. But the hat, I'm unsure if Dan was actually wearing the hat. Or
yeah. You never know now with AI.
This looks pretty close. This is close.
Yeah, a little.
Okay, good outcome. That was a nice shot. Dan's gonna have to draw off a piece of the 8 foot for 2. I think if he just throws the same weight he just did, the line it'll be really close. Line shouldn't come into play too much here. So it's really just getting the weight right, sticking it near the tee line.
Yeah, if line comes into play, he's in a lot of trouble.
Yes. Sometimes you see people take, the draw path to the button, and then with that corner guard, you overthrow it a little bit and it wrecks. But this spot looks like should be good. Should be easily by the guard.
Craig's throwing a lot of weight on the other sheet.
Craig's playing the double. Looks pretty good. We got the double dut sweeping.
Double duts.
Oh, and Craig not only makes it, but rolls probably. Oh, it doesn't matter that it rolled buried. It was hammer.
Yeah.
We have not been paying as close of
points.
attention. Yeah.
Style points.
Oh, Dan comes up just short, top 12. Lets him off the hook. Still a good end. They played a solid end. Had a chance for 2 most of the way.
A lot of game left. So if you haven't seen, Dan not wearing a shirt with his face on it. His shirt just says, obviously Dan.
Obviously Dan. So the last time I played a spiel with Dan here, it was so 2 years ago I played with my whole family. It was Andy, me, my mom, my dad, and
Crack Bell?
Yeah, Cracks Bell. And then the year afterwards, Andy couldn't make it. So Dan joined the team, and he wore a name tag that says "Not a Dunham."
That's right. Except we called him Dan Dunham all weekend.
Yes.
Is Andy still a member here?
No, I don't think so. Just Potomac and technically Chaska. We're all members of Chaska.
Interesting.
Well, actually, I guess our membership probably expired October 1st.
Yep.
So we could join again if we need summer ice, but this summer the ice should be in at Bucks, so should be good. All right, both of these games playing with pretty good pace so far. 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes in and into the third end. I know Dan's a quick curler, and it seems like Gallegos has been very decisive so far. So
yeah, not a lot of complex situations yet.
True. Yeah, kept it simple. First end was probably more complicated.
Both teams still feeling out the ice, trying to feel out the other team. Don't do anything too risky.
Yeah. So we see the variation of the center guard, corner guard. Michelle here likely playing the come around. A second guard here isn't a bad outcome, but I think the come around's plan A. This looks like it's going to be guard number 2, which I think is a good outcome here. I think Red wants to play a little bit more complicated of an end here, put a little bit of pressure on, while Yellow, more than happy. Make sure you score. If you can get 2, great.
Yep.
Using his corner guard, which I think you like to see. A lot of people throw a corner guard and then come around the center guard, which doesn't defeat the purpose of a corner guard. You can still use it later on in the end if there's a rollout or something like that. So that's a totally viable strategy, but I do like to see people, use the corner guards that they throw.
Yeah, a lot of times in club curling, you see a lot of skips know that when you have hammer, their first shot should be a corner guard, and then after that, they're not quite sure what to do with that.
Yes.
So you always like to see it come around. And great shot there.
That was about as good as you can do. Right on the tee line, right around the corner guard, very buried. But both teams kind of playing their own game right now. Red just ignoring it, which I think is what you have to do in this scenario. Use your double center guards. Get one in the top ring somewhere.
And if they get buried here, you'll see probably some guards getting peeled. Unless they think they can dig it out.
They're leaning on it. Must feel like it's a little light. It looks like more than the last one, though. This one's going to be borderline. Borderline in the rings, I think.
Another guard.
I heard Jazzy say 15-9, so 15-9 is a 2.5 guard.
Just tuck it in and take at least 2 to get rid of them. So come on in.
So Gallegos quickly thought about clearing up the middle, but I think for now there's really no threat under the guard, so maybe just try to beat him there. And if Red does get one under that's a threat, then you can start clearing. If the lead was bigger, I think I would like clearing, and 3 guards in the middle is a lot, but up only 1, I think don't take your foot off the gas yet. Try to get your 2, and I think the best way to do that is just get one under here. A lot of sweeping going on this end. Good to see teams using their sweepers. Ooh, this is tight to the guard. Might be a pretty good outcome.
Go back. Oh.
It's going to be partially open.
Yeah, you got to get it deep.
Decision for Jazzy now. You can really hit and roll either way because you can cross the face a little, roll under the centers, or you can
if you flop to the left.
If you flop a rock to the left, you take that one out of play pretty much. So John Gephardt here with his second.
Trying to make a nifty shot.
No sweeping yet, but it looks close. Looks really close.
Taking off.
This one's got a long way to roll. Looks really good. And it's a little under half buried. Yeah. They have maybe 2/3 of it. Really good try. Great throw.
There we go. Get that full view of the obviously Dan shirt now.
Yeah, the Dan jacket has come off. Hack weight hit coming down the ice. Looks like it's curling hard. This one might wreck. Oh, and tough outcome, particularly if that red sticks in the 8-foot, which it does. Yep. Now
That's
Red can apply some pressure. I think this is
about half buried.
Yep. Come top 4, I would say if you could be fully buried under the right of the 2 guards, that's probably the best outcome. You can also Christmas tree it is also a good outcome. Just get a little piece buried. Anywhere top rings, really. And luckily by playing this way, if you come up a little short, you probably plug that hole up where it's difficult for yellow to come through.
Just can't be heavy and give them backing.
Yes, don't want to be back 4 and leave a pocket. That's probably the worst outcome here. Line looks good. Yeah, this one's holding out there. Gephardt switching sides. John and Michelle really working this one.
Off the yellow. Oh. Okay.
Not going to get buried, but they got it in a really nice weight, and they got it in a good spot.
Buried.
They got
Not gonna be able to get.
enough buried where it's tricky. So great point for yellow. That right side of the sheet is not looking great for them, so they're deciding to play the in-turn draw. Great call if you make it. As Rob said earlier, a lot of calls are great if you make it.
Gotta call the shot you can make.
Oh, they're working this one early. Sweepers don't love it. Yeah, it looks close though.
It's gonna take off.
Line is really nice.
That'll be heavy.
Oh, the Sweepers look a little defeated. Might stop in time.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Second rock, pretty good. But now Red with a chance to put the dagger in there. If they put anything in here, top 4, top button, it's going to be hard for yellow to score.
Apart from the score, and you think it's too late to probably peel if you're yellow?
If they make this perfectly, I think peeling should be in the consideration set for sure. It depends a little bit on the person throwing it. If you think they're going to make the double peel, then it's a good call. If they're only going to get rid of one of the two,
I think you have to. Yeah, you have to be able to make the double peel if you're going to throw.
Yeah.
It's pretty good if I can get it there.
This is looking good. It might not quite be second. It's going to be close. Oh, it's hard to tell. Hard to tell. Either way, Red's sitting at least one, and that one's in a really nice spot.
I think we're still drawing.
Yeah, I think they must. They're committing at this point. The only other option is to hit the one he's gesturing to now, the top 8, top 12 red. Try to get those top 2 reds.
Yeah.
And then you have both
that
ways.
Would work. Yeah, you got 2 ways to get in.
But I think you'd have to come pretty tight to that center guard to make that. This one looks heavy.
Looks really wide too.
This one's gonna have to stop and take a turn. Yep, nope, this one is going to the back of the rings, maybe through. Slowing down. Proving me wrong. Still, that could be shot.
A little bit harder. I think that is shot.
It's very close between the red and the yellow. I think I'm with you. I think I'm very slightly leaning yellow. A lot of late finish there, but still, by being heavy, kind of leaving the door open for Dan to stick one anywhere. Half buried top tee, it'll be very tough to get rid of. I think if they wanted to stay with the rhyming theme, they could have gone Dan's fans, and then Dan's could have said Dan's the man.
Yep.
Or Dan's plans.
Dan's plans.
Sheet 2 over there. A lot of nibblers. One corner guard. Red is sitting 1. Yellow's throwing the hit to sit 2. Maybe 3. This one is looking pretty good from Dan. Oh, Dan jumping in.
Dan can't help himself.
Dan is a very excited curler.
The bump. Oh.
Not a bad outcome.
Yeah, I don't know that yellow has a way in anymore.
Yellow can't. It's really tough to get low, and if they don't, they're messing up their situation in the back. So
I think you just
if yellow thinks they're shot,
here.
you might want to just block Dan's tap, which I think is what they're gesturing towards. And then you'll have 1 or 2 options for a tricky shot for 2 or probably only 2. Well, I think we got the complicated end we were talking about.
Yes, yeah, we are. A lot of stones in play here. I I think you probably guard this and then maybe see if you can promote that corner guard. I think that's the only way they're getting 2 here.
Yeah, so it looks like this will be the guard. And over on sheet 2, I think hammer coming for yellow for at least 2, maybe 3. This may be about as wide as we've been over here, which often means it's a little bit slower. Rock is looking good so far.
I think they're just trying to get to the 4-foot line. I think they should get there.
This looks like a pretty good outcome for yellow. Maybe just didn't quite curl enough.
Yeah,
it's close.
I think they're going to come out with some weight and try to just run it.
If you make it through the hole with the right weight, I think you might make some noise.
If they can hit that yellow in the back, they could be set up to steal a whole bunch.
I think they would sit
4,
5 or 6 if you make the double.
Yeah, no. You're right. If they make the double, yeah, they're sitting.
Depends on what happens with the shooter. It could be 6.
I mean, you're almost sitting at nose, just higher nose.
And not only would they be sitting 5 or 6, it would be a very tough situation for yellow.
No ways in.
Oh, this has a chance. This has a real chance.
Oh, gotta get around the guard. Oh, he did. Oh, okay.
Faded enough to sit 2. If they catch that sweep a second earlier, I think they sit 5, maybe 6.
Yes, they gotta tap one of the yellow guards in.
But that was a great call, great shot. Very tough for yellow to score now.
Yeah.
I think I like the run on the right-hand side. There's that tight guard. Well, you have tight guards on both sides, and then you have a very tough wide in-turn draw through a tight port, which it looks like is what he's calling. It is there.
About the draw.
I think it's possible, but you have to stick it pretty much right on the tee.
You think they're drawing or tapping? It's an angle raise.
The angle raise is pretty, like, you can angle raise it onto, you have a catcher with your own yellow to potentially still score, but it is dicey if you play any weights. I think this is going to be the draw, but I've been wrong before.
Not very often.
When you're guessing what someone's going to throw, it's a little bit trickier. With the weight he threw, Rob, I think you might be right. I think this might be the tap. Yep.
I just think the draw will be so hard. It's got to curl. It's not good.
Yeah. With that weight, he was definitely playing the tap. Not quite there, though. Steal of 2 for red. Give them control of this game, but still very tight. 3-2. Starting the 4th. Very quick curling on both sides. And yellow made the hit for 3. Potomac team over on sheet 2. So Potomac up 4-1 over Team McKinley. McKinley has hammer. And a very good setup for Potomac once again with the tight center guard and the come around.
Pressure on him.
Do you know what the phrase on the back of Gallegos' jacket means? Están aquí means here, right? They're here?
Yes. So we were talking about this earlier. My guess is it is some kind of team that, I guess it's not we, it would be they, right? I'm recalling Spanish from a long time ago.
Están, I think, is, the plural.
Yeah. To be.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Quick, yeah.
This is why we have
He is definitely here. The markings above the A make me want to think it might be Portuguese.
Could be. All right, let's see what ChatGPT has to say. It is from northern Spain, Galician, and it says, already they are here.
Okay. They're here already. We'll do some more research and try to find out who they are.
Let's see. I'm guessing that they might be the team on the front of his jacket.
All right, check that out. Oh, yeah, that's
It's a soccer team,
club.
AS
Yep.
Celtas.
It's got to be.
All right, pretty standard setup here. I think this is the third time we've had this in 4 ends with the center guard, corner guard. Some pretty high percentage shooting with those going up almost every end. Dan and John with the matching brooms.
Ooh. Brian with a great shot on sheet 2.
Oh yeah. Sitting now buried under the yellow. Oh, I thought he was going to run up there and call the run, which would have been a great call, but they're still talking about it. Definitely like the run over there on sheet 2. Even if you miss,
open it up.
Open it up. You're up 3. Last thing you want is for them to get multiple rocks buried.
We're going to see something exciting over there.
Playing the run. This one is close. They're back and forth between curl and straight. It must be close.
Nice to hear that.
Oh, baby. And he stuffs it. That's some high-level shooting there.
Yeah, they're going to be tough to beat if they keep shooting like that.
All right, looks another couple good shots here over on sheet 1, too, with Red having the center guard and the come around, and then even though those yellows are kind of stacked, they are kind of staggered guards there, so if they get something behind it, it'll be very tough for Dan's team to get it out. Ooh, almost made the run right back, but they just nick it over on sheet 2. This one is looking a little spicy. They're trying to let it come down. Dan's ready.
A little heavy. Back 4, back 8.
This one's back 12, I think. No, mostly back 8.
Back 10.
Yep, so often here, I think the mistake I see is people see the 4-foot is still open and try to sink one in the draw. You have staggered corners. If you just hit this rock straight back, you don't even have to throw it hard. If you just leave, hit it right on the nose, get rid of 1 or 2 of the reds and leave another guard, you're in very good shape. Because that back 8, back 12 rock is not really a threat. You really want to just move these top 1 or 2. But it's going to over-curl and roll out. That's not what you want. And now Red can either guard it up again or play defensively and rip the corners, but I think I'd play the guard here. Looks like the guard. I think they wouldn't mind it a little higher than their last one, make the run a little bit trickier. And MacKinley makes the double over on sheet 2 to sit 2. Put a little pressure back on Potomac.
If you're a fan of hits, I think we're watching the wrong sheet here.
I think we'll see our fair share of hits on both. Dan is a fan of the hit.
I think Dan is always choosing the hit if he can, but he will always try to make the smart choice.
Yep. Potomac makes
two here. I think it's not going to curl quite enough. Okay, that's fine.
But it does leave another corner guard. If they can ever make enough noise in the middle and use those corners, they'll be in good shape. Dan calling for the 2.5. Now, this is quite a bit more ice than the last time I played this sheet that I would take for a draw to the middle, if I remember right. But sometimes for these spiels, they'll try to ramp the curl up a little bit. Ooh, red rolls out over on sheet 2, leaving Potomac a chance to hit the back one and take a big number off the board.
Yeah, I think if Potomac's going to make all their hits, I think Team McKinley's going to have a hard time getting back in this game.
Yep. Yeah, when you're down 1 or 2, you don't really need to play too aggressively. You can generate a 2 without playing super aggressively. But when you're down 3, you know, it is a little bit trickier where you don't really want to be forced and give the hammer back down 2. Dan says, "I know I'm right." We should put that on a T-shirt.
I think that was John.
Oh wait, John said that?
Yeah, I think John said that.
They should put that on a T-shirt.
That should go on the back of Dan's shirt right now. I know.
Right
I'm
underneath his, yeah, I know I'm right. You don't need to tell me.
All right, so we're gonna.
That's the thing
try
with
to throw
curling
another
is
double here.
you're right until you're not. I think they're just repping the guard again. Eventually, if they keep making the guard,
at some point.
yeah, they're gonna have to switch gears. If they ever don't perfectly guard it, and you can play hack or board on the top one, and just that top 8 one's really the danger stone right now. And even if you roll open and let them hit you back, that's totally fine. But trying to put the perfect guard back up, I think dead guarding right on the center line, maybe a 2 just past halfway would be ideal. Don't often see the good cleaning that Dan's team is doing. So they've instilled some good habits in their sweepers around cleaning.
Yeah, if you play with Dan enough, you know that he wants you to clean every stone.
Yes.
You need to be ready to sweep, and you need to be cleaning every stone.
Yep. That is the right habit to have. And it's better to throw the weight where your sweepers can clean it the whole way than to just throw it to the tee on its own.
As a sweeper, you love to hear clean because that means it's pretty close.
Oh yeah, especially on a hit.
Are they drawing in now?
They switched gears. They're playing the draw.
Yeah, I think that
looks
might be a good idea.
Pretty good. It might wreck the top, but even if it does, if it punches it open, it's not a bad outcome.
No.
The other one is now in the open. Dan will look to hit and roll back under. Craig puts it right on the lid over there, but I think it's half open.
All right, so where do you want to end up here if you're Dan? So you obviously want to remove the Yellowstone.
Yeah, almost dead buried, I think, is the best. Basically, like, hit and roll to, like, biting the center line where you're 3/4 buried is probably about the best you can do.
Right next to the other red?
Yeah, maybe a couple inches of space in between there. But frankly, anything that kind of nose or better meaning cross, I think is pretty good. Not playing a ton of weight here. Looking to stick around. Looks pretty close.
A lot of yelling.
Right on the beak. That's a good shot. It doesn't.
Did you leave the double?
They do leave the double, but I think red will wind up shot. Yeah, I think red will be shot if you make that double.
Oh, shot in the back.
Yeah, I think the best shot right now is double the top 2. I think based on how that last one curled, I think it's very tough to do that. You'd have to skinny the guard. So this, I think I like this shot. Play maybe a soft weight double, or even if you just make the nose hits, put your yellow in a good spot, you might get a 2 that way. Yeah. Doesn't look like those corner guards are coming into play this end.
No, it's a shame because it'd be hard to get to it if it's underneath one.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and
Craig with a hit. Craig plays the blank.
Everyone's super.
Everyone wanted it out.
Teamwork.
All right, this looks pretty good. Oh, almost really good. If you just ever barely touched that one in the back, would have been very, very good. But I think
Jesse
red's
indicates
sitting
that they're sitting 2. Yep.
But yellow should have a chance to score now. You do have the double on the right hand side for a deuce if red didn't do anything. So I think Dan does need to get another one in there to make sure they can't get 2. But yellow will always have that tap or something on the right side for their 1.
Are they guarding?
I think he might be. He's either guarding the tap or just drawing a third one in there. I think out of those two, I'd prefer the draw. And we have our fourth teammate here, Hamid. If we had a.
We need shirts like these guys.
No,
Yeah.
we're going to order the shirts.
I think we just get
There's
those shirts with
another
Dan's
order,
face
yeah.
on them. Those would be good team shirts. Although a minute ago they said, the sweeper said, I know I'm right. I think we should put that on a t-shirt.
All right, so looks like just a guard here.
So this one looks like the guard.
Would you ever just rip out the yellow
So
rather than the guard?
I don't love the guard because this double here on the right
Yeah,
is for
that's
2.
what I'm thinking.
The only way they're getting 2.
I think if you rip the yellow with that shot, they're only getting 1. Throw enough weight, you take the jam out of play.
Yeah, I think the calls I would have considered are just rip the yellow, make them draw for their 1. You could also have tapped here on the right side and made this double very tricky. But I also think the tap is tough, just based on like the port.
Yeah.
It's hard not to overcurl. Or Dan could have just drawn on the side that he threw and just tried to put it anywhere in the 8 foot, full 8 foot would have taken the 2 off the board as well.
Okay, goes for the double.
Looked like a good throw. It's going to be close. Oh, this one's hanging out there. Might. Oh, nope. Gets the top one, but I do think that's going to be one red. And that's the end of the fourth. It is 4-2. Team Pearson, Jazzy, Michelle, and John. And over on sheet 2, McKinley still trailing 4-1 after a blanked fourth. So based on the last couple ends, I think we'll see the same strategy, probably a center guard from Michelle. Also wouldn't mind it in. Now that you're up multiple points, you can put the first rock in, and they're unlikely to hit it. Especially in the back half of the game now with time getting tight. Sweepers hit it early. This one looks like a 2 guard. They said if it's a guard, which implies that they wanted it in, I believe. So I think they'll just throw it in the opposite order now. Instead of in and then guard, they'll just guard and then draw it around, which is a good outcome as well. And a little shift of gears here from the Ardsley team. They're coming around the center guard. The corner guards haven't been working the last end or two, even though they had good chances both ends. Call them on straight early. This one must be tight. Don't want to touch the center guard. Looks like he's holding it well. This one does get around the center guard. Looks pretty good. Top 12. I think that's a pretty good spot, even though, I think a lot of people would have expected them to want that in the 4-foot. But with the red guard so high in the 4-foot, I think it would have been easier to get rid of that yellow. Now with it in the top 12, it's hard to play. You only have half of it, so you can only play hack or board. And, you might, if you only catch a third of it, not quite kill the yellow. So it's got to be careful. Ooh, a little bit tight on that one, I think. But luckily, they have some pretty strong sweeping.
This line's pretty straight.
Yep.
Damn,
Hit it early.
It out a little bit.
This looks like it's going to be totally fine.
It's going to get a piece. I don't know if it's going to get all of it.
Oh, you were right. I don't know. Totally fine was not right. They did move it, but now yellow hammer with one on the side over there.
I think you split the house here.
So I think they're calling it back in the same spot. Yeah, there are two real options. Well, maybe three. You can draw around the center guard, which is great if you make it top 8 kind of under that guard. You can draw open side and say, let's try to force them to make a double at some points and keep the rocks really far apart. Or you can guard that yellow. I probably would lean against that. I think one of the 2 shots in the rings. I think if it were me calling in the game down 2, I would probably try to do what they're doing, which is put this under the center guard. But this one's all over the guard. And does it bump it off?
Oh, I don't know. Get the square. Get the square.
They're going to have a little debate here, I think.
Yeah, I think get rid of the yellow.
Yeah. They're going to, they vote to keep it.
Okay.
It's a tough one. I think oftentimes it's clear what you want to do, but, when you're playing without the hammer and just trying to junk up the middle, now if they get one around, yellow will have to hit those guards. So I think we're seeing a top house come around from John. It's a shame they didn't give Michelle a matching broom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Dan's got it the orange, too.
Yeah.
I think they're around.
This looks like a pretty good shot.
Top 8, top 4.
They're working hard. That's a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Would have liked it maybe a foot or 2 deeper, but
Fully
overall
buried.
very good.
Yep, we got to get rid of that guard.
Yep, this is the right call. If the game was if they were down by more, I think you maybe want to start drawing and save the hit for when you need it. But down only 2, I think, get rid of the guard. You might make noise in the house.
It's always frustrating when you're down and you have to peel the guard.
This is close. Oh no, they overcarved it. If they had held that just a touch straighter, that red would have popped into the open. Would have been better. But they did give themselves a little bit extra room now with the red top 12. John's even got the orange glove, orange stopwatch, orange glove, orange broom, orange shoes.
I'm sure they had to convince him to wear the shirt. He probably was going to bring an orange shirt as well.
I think I heard a back house call from one of the sweepers. Looks close. Back 8. Over on sheet 2, a handful of yellows. A little pressure on Craig again, but Craig has hammer and does have one red there in the top that the yellow team's trying to deal with.
Yeah, I think over there, I think I still just like ripping that red on 2.
I think that's what they're debating. So red sitting 2 here on sheet 1. They were a little heavy on that come around though, which leaves yellow the chance here. It's a little bit of an out. This is that spot that has not been curling, and this looks heavy. Oh, but it's coming in. It's going to come right to the face of that one, I think. Oh, it comes down. That's good outcome. Very good outcome. Mostly buried. But red can play almost the same shot they just threw. and be in really good shape.
Yeah, I think if you can freeze one right on here, it makes it real hard for Yellow to get any more than anyone.
Freeze is great. You can bump it maybe a foot, but what you don't want to do is be really heavy and chap it and roll away. I think it's better to be top 8 here. Even top 12 isn't too bad. As long as you're blocking that way in, then you can tap it later. But ideally,
that corner freeze a little wide. You could maybe then get that Yellow out with, with another shot.
Yep. But I think the ideal is just, as Rob said, just freeze it right on the face. This one's got a curl. That's the tricky thing about rotation is, if you put a little more on, they don't quite finish this hard. And this one might be getting caught up in that.
And I think
perfect weight, just didn't quite curl enough. Big opportunity here for Yellow. If they can hit and roll this in a rock, a lot of pressure will be on Dan.
Sit 2 behind the guards. I think Jessie's used to playing on a little bit curlier ice. She's not familiar with the Philadelphia handle, which is about 1.5 rotations. You can even on ice that's straight, you can curl it right in there.
Ooh, this one is way out there. This one I don't think is coming back. If anything, it's going to nick the red into a worse spot. Okay, they did manage to sweep it
that
by.
Could have been really bad.
Big pocket now for Dan. If he can just get anything low on that red, he's going to be in good shape. All right, just a little less ice, pretty much the same weight. Line looks pretty good. Definitely on a tighter line than the last one. They get called on. This one's looking pretty good if the weight's there. John with the pivot.
Yep, looks really
this is going to be really good.
Really good. Fantastic.
Not quite shot, but that is big trouble for Yellow. Big trouble for Yellow.
So with a 2-point lead, would you rather steal here or give them one and take hammer back?
Odds are probably pretty good either way. I think stealing is probably a little bit better going up 3 because then the other team really has to start pushing with only 3 ends left. So I think slight preference for the steal, but a force here is still a great outcome. And Gallegos thinking really, with this setup, I think they're probably hoping they can score. They still might have a draw for 2. But that red just thrown by Jazzy is in a really good spot.
So you think if Yellow can get right in between, well, that's not gonna help. Or unless they're just fine taking their 1. Maybe they're fine taking their 1 and drawing on the other side for their 2.
I think Dan will try to take that away now. The right side of the sheet is not particularly useful to the Yellow team. So Dan, I think, trying to, if he can stick it right on the lid, that's the best. Yeah. But if he just comes up top 8, top 12, top 4, anything top house on the left side here to take their path to the button away, he'll be pretty happy.
Yeah, so it looks like those having those guards in play, not removing with the tick, is helping Dan Jesse's team right now.
Yeah, this one looks pretty close. They're calling hard for the curl. That looks pretty good. I don't know if the weight's there though.
I think
it's now harder, but it is still there.
I don't know if that's really helping them at all. I don't think that route comes into play.
Most likely not. If you were going to be a guard, I think you wanted to be about a rock over to the left.
Yeah.
Really take that path to the button away.
Yeah. 2 rocks even. Looks like it's really finishing hard at the end.
Yep. All right, so chance here for Ardsley. Draw to sit potentially 2. Pro side probably being just a touch late, in which case they could potentially tap on their last. He's wearing his Wicked Witch of the West socks
I
there.
love the socks. Big fan of dressing up for Bonspiel.
This is looking pretty close. Line is great. Depends on the weight. Oh, this can be close.
Gotta get there.
Not quite there. Top 8, very usable. But if Dan covers that up, it's going to be, I think, probably a force. And there is still a port here on the right side, I think, to tap to sit. But I think Dan's saying, I'm happy forcing. And throwing up the guard here.
I think that's a port that maybe you throw, and I'm probably never throwing that port.
It also depends on your sweepers.
That's true.
I think I would play that with, a competitive team all day.
Sure.
But with, with league sweepers, shots like that become a little bit trickier. And also just on this ice with my rotation, they don't often finish very hard, which makes shots like that a little bit trickier. This one's got a little curling to do. Little curling to do. Weight looks fine. Not sure it's going to get over enough. There is often a little warp stream over there on the board. Oh, and this.
If you're too wide, it's going to
they should have swept this back. Now they can just hit and roll to the button.
Yeah.
So you have 2 choices here: in off or tap. Both very makeable for 2. The in off is maybe a little safer, in the sense that I don't think it's at least harder to get yourself out of shot and not stay shot with your shooter.
Yep.
But the tap, if you play the right weight, also I don't think you could hurt yourself if you're throwing back 4, back 8. So another end here with a tricky shot for 2 for Team Gallegos. Give him enough chances and he's going to make one.
Just change the shot.
Looks like they're switching to the tap.
I don't know. They're going back and forth.
Ooh, and over on sheet 2, I think we missed the action.
Oh, wow.
Yellow steals 4.
I think
that'll do it. They'll
yeah,
throw him back here.
I was about to call it, but yeah, I think it's going to be tough for them to come back, especially with how well they're hitting.
Winner on sheet 1 here. Looks like they'll be playing Potomac. This is close. They need to.
It's going to overcurl. Oh, they're tapping.
I think it's close.
They're tapping.
Yeah, no, I think it's really close.
Looks
They overswept it.
No.
They overcurled it.
All right.
A little more weight and a little straighter, and it would have basically a 2 feet more weight. I think they put it right on the lead, maybe even a foot more.
Game is still very manageable. The down 1 after 5.
Yep, steal 1 and 6, and you have a 2-end game.
Steal 1 and 6, force in 7, and come home with the hammer.
That's the plan for Team Ardsley. I'm sure the plan for Team Piercy Jazzy looks a little different.
Piercy?
Pearson Jazzy.
That's a new one.
Pearson Jazzy. Or Jazzy Dan. All right, yellow team. First hammer here since the first end, I think. Throwing up the center guard.
All right, so do you think we'll see them go all in for the steal? Maybe 2 centers?
I don't know all in. I think a force here is good. You do need to play aggressive. in the sense that you need to probably force or steal.
You'll need to steal at some point.
Yes, you could actually even, you're only down 1. If you blank 6, forcing 7, you have a chance. But I don't think you expect to take more than 2 against a team that would hit as well as either of these teams. This one curling a little early. Dan holding it. This looks like a pretty... I imagine they called this in the rings.
Yeah.
They might get it in.
Dan's calling it 3, yeah.
Well, they leave it. If it's going to be all, if you're not going to make that almost to the tee line, I think I almost like the corner guard. But I think they were calling the back quad shot, which is just behind the tee line over on the wing, which is a nice spot when you're up with hammer. This one looking pretty good as well. Some pretty sharp shooting from the leads today. Lots of good setups for both teams.
I was talking with Dan before the event, and I said the fact that he has Michelle playing lead for his team is fantastic.
Team. It's a strong team. Michelle is my vice at Bucks this session.
I remember. Even after the beating you guys gave me on Tuesday night, Michelle said she is excited to play with me. So
there we go. You were subbing for Wayne, right?
For Wayne,
I'll tell Wayne it was close. Don't worry.
Okay, I appreciate that. I'm glad we don't post the scores on the website.
That is a nice come around from Michelle. Very, very good spot. Top 8. I think a lot of teams often call those come arounds when you have hammer into the 4-foot. When you have hammer, I like them a little bit higher in the top 8. I think is the best place. Then if the other team makes the freeze, you still have lots of space to score your second points. This looks a little heavy. This is also the point in the game where the skips have to keep an eye out for if the ice is starting to slow. I think in a Bonspiel, I would expect it to hold up more until the 7th or 8th. Even last draw, the skips rocks after the end looked like they were moving pretty quick.
Yeah.
So I think the speeds are holding up okay. And Jazzy with the experienced call here, playing the peel. Although I don't love peeling it this way. You might peel it into your corner guard and then spill it into the rings.
Can you explain why is a peel a good call here?
So red just needs to score, and their best chance to score is to just have the middle open. So I think if they can just play hits, keep the middle open. See, that's okay. That's okay. The risk there was if it spills into the rings. Right. But I think they're playing on the conservative side, just with the point in the lead saying we're probably happy here just scoring and playing the peel. But I would have peeled it the other way, I think, just for the risk I was just talking about. And you might get lucky and nick the second guard on your way by and really open the middle up. So I think yellow's throwing a guard. At least that's what I would call.
Coming under.
Oh, they might be bringing it in.
Heavy for a guard.
They definitely need to come in eventually. It might be a rock or two early.
Looks a little heavy. Oh, no, it might be good.
This is coming right to the back
really
button,
good.
I think. Pretty. Oh no, top 4. They came down hard.
Maybe good to curl.
That is a great spot. So now Jazzy should play over the top. So yellow guard into the top 8 red into the one in the 4-foot if possible. And if you just straight peel it, that works as well.
I think they're going straight for the red.
Straight for the red is one of those. It's good if you make it. if you chisel it,
it's always good if you make it.
If you chisel it, it's not great. It's better to wreck tight because you want to hit that red really thick. So if you can skinny the guard, great. And if you wreck the guard, that's even not bad because you'll push that yellow to a corner guard and open the middle up. This looks close. Looks really close. It's a good throw from John. It's got to curl a little. Got to curl a little. It's going to be good. Good outcome.
Good shot.
Good outcome. Still have the center guard, so yellow still has, you know, some hope here. But it was a good shot from John. Now putting the pressure back on Team Gallegos.
They make a good hit and roll here. I think they're in the driver's seat.
Yes, if they can get a big piece under the guard, I think we'll see either a peel or a run. But if it's left in the open, I would expect them to just chase it. This one's a little out there.
It's gonna float.
This might jam. Oh, it avoided the jam.
Okay.
So now Jazzy has a choice. You can say, I kind of want to take 2 and play the draw. Or you can say, I really just want to score and just peel the center guard.
Yep, I think Dan was saying, Dan was giving that second option.
I lean, only up 1, I think I lean draw.
Okay.
But the peeling the center guard is not a wrong call. It's really just saying I'm comfortable getting forced here. And just leaving myself a high percentage chance for 1. Because eventually Gallegos will throw up another guard or 2. The other thing you can do is peel the guard, Gallegos throws up a guard, and then come in later in the end. But it'll be a little bit of a game of chicken between the two teams on who comes in first. They're playing it soft.
Yeah.
So I think they might be trying to spin this red on the rings, which is very good if you make it. That's a good outcome. So Gallegos, don't think he would want to kick himself in the head with the spikes on his.
No, we're wondering the purpose of the spikes. Maybe for traction. Somehow he was sliding on his head.
If he needs a rock to stop, he could throw his hat in front of the rock.
That's true. That would work.
Maybe it's an intimidation factor too.
Yeah.
Oh no, this lost its handle. Oh, that is bad luck for Team Ardsley. Oh, he might get they might get the center guard anyway. That is, for a picked rock, that is a good outcome.
One way to make it.
It's so high now, I think Dan has to come back to this.
Yeah.
Play hack. That's high enough where they can't really draw one around it that Dan's team can't get to. So I think Jazzy here playing hack board. Slid a little tight there. Tried to help it out a little. This one might be on the guard though.
They can hold it.
Oh, they're holding it. John's holding it. Strong sweep in here.
Yeah, that line has been pretty forgiving.
This is gonna be a good outcome, I think, for
Really good.
Team Jazzy Dan. Dan a little disappointed there. Not enough weight to kill the yellow. So now they have a choice. Hit and sit 2, but everything will be behind the tee line. Or you can play a draw guard. If you really think you need a steal here, I think you have to throw a tight center guard. But I don't think they need to steal here, so I think I like this call. Just play the hit and roll, force the other team to make a nice tee line or back four draw. And you might still get your force that way. I think we might have some color coordination here on the vise on Team Gallegos. And I see a little blue strip on the shoe.
Oh, I like
Matches
that.
the pants. A lot of high fashion in this curling game.
Is that a custom blue on the shoes, or
It looks like it could even be drawn on. Unsure.
color your own shoes?
Yeah. Oh boy. Over on sheet 2. Over on sheet 2, they overcurl on a hit, but still, well in control for Team Potomac. Slight overcurl on that, but pretty good outcome. Sitting 2 under. I think Dan has 2 choices here. Top 4 draw or just all the way back to the yellow, make the freeze. Both are good outcomes.
I think top 4 is the easiest way to 2. Am I wrong?
You can get 2 either way. With the guard that high, they might, if you put it top 4, they might be able to pick it no matter what.
But I think if they hit the back one, it's going to be pretty open.
Yeah, I don't think you hit the back one. I think if you do anything, you freeze, just nose freeze it. But top,
even still, I think it's very easy to get to.
I think the best shot is really just bite the top 4 foot under the guard, and then hope that they don't quite kill you with their hack board waiter, and they leave you a shot for 2. But Team Jazzy Dan has been playing just to score the whole end, so I think anything where they score, they should be pretty happy.
It's good to stick with the same strategy, not change it last minute.
Generally, yeah. So I think they switched to the hit here. This looks close. Not curling. This looks pretty good. Pretty good outcome. So
I assume they're going to hit back.
I think so.
Draw for 1.
They have 2 options. They can play the draw or just hit it and stick anywhere in the rings, avoid the back, and force.
Yeah, I think with the guard that high, the draw is really risky.
Yeah, but the thing is, with that one there now, if you show half a rock on the center line side, it could jam into the red.
Okay. Yep.
So there's a little bit more leeway than there was before, but it's still likely they'll leave something if they play the draw. So I think if you're happy forcing, just play the hit.
So they're going hack weight to try to hit and roll to the center.
Yep. I think they might not have the whole rock. It looks about edge on edge with the guard, so I think you do need to play a little soft, hack board, something in that range. Just enough to kill the red. Stick your yellow somewhere. And we have handshakes over on sheet 2. Team Potomac advancing to the final. And I assume there's a D final for Team MacKinley, right?
Yes, they will both. So all of these teams on the ice right now will be playing at the 11 a.m. final. Whether it's the D final or the A final. The C final and the B final will both be at 9 a.m.
This is looking pretty good coming down from Team Ardsley. It's got to curl a little. Oh, this looks good. It's going to be a good shot. Very nice.
Very nice.
So Dan is backing for his draw. You got to be a little careful not to overthrow it with the backing, but as long as he's close on weight, I would expect him to make this one. I do like on shots like this committing to, am I going to just try to draw the T line, or do I want to use the backing? Because I think if you want to use the backing, you take half a rock tighter on the ice.
Yep. And it looks like that's what they're doing.
And just commit to throwing heavy draw weight.
Yep. Yeah, they're moving the broom in. I think that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, I think Dan's thinking I'm going to try to throw you back 4 out of my hand.
Yep.
This line has been a little straight. Still have to be careful to not overthrow it. But it looks close halfway down the sheet. No panic from the sweepers. A little panic from Dan. This looks pretty good.
They got it. Yep.
Right on the lid. Right on the lid. Doesn't even need the backing.
Nope.
They played that well. They communicated well down the sheet. And we have a 5-3 ball game after 6 ends. So I think this is where we're going to start see Team Ardsley push a little bit. And by push, I mean just get a little bit aggressive. They're going to need some corner guards here. Try to get their 2 and then Steele coming home for the win.
I think Jesse's going to go right in with it.
Yeah, I think up 2, you can put it in.
See if you can bait the other team into hitting.
2 is a little borderline in the sense that if Gallegos wanted to, they could hit in the ring, say, we're just going to blank this end. I'm going to come home down 2, try to get my 2, maybe 3, and then
go for
2, and then just go to skip stones, which I assume it's skip stones for this.
It is skip stones,
so
that's correct.
That's, not a wrong strategy. It does give you kind of one crack, though, at a good end, where right now they have 2 chances. It's a pretty good spot from Michelle. So they're calling the guard. No surprise.
Thank you.
Rob, where are we being broadcasted?
We are being broadcasted on YouTube.
Oh, okay. I got a text a minute ago from Steve Johnson, so shout out Steve Johnson.
Okay, hello Steve Johnson.
I didn't know if we were on
now,
YouTube
now,
or
now we're gonna get an influx of texts saying for shout outs. So I hope you're ready to read them all.
Yeah, so no more shout outs. If you text me, I will not respond.
One and done. Phone is going on do not disturb.
Unless you send fun facts about some of the players.
Or you PayPal us.
True, yes. I will shout you out for a $5 Venmo. All right, I think we'll see a tight center guard here. They wouldn't mind it in the rings either. Keeping things simple and in play, I think, is the strategy for Team Jazzy Dan.
Little taps, okay. Ooh, looks like it's hanging. Okay. Don't love it, but
it's okay.
I think they're going to hit and try to get under. I think that's.
I think a lot of teams play the hits. I think if it were me and you're really going for it here, you're either throwing another corner guard, because neither of those are super threatening, and you can't guard both with one stone. So I almost like another corner guard, or even using your corner guard. I think the hit and roll is good. It's good if you make it in particular, but it's usually easier to draw to a spot than hit and roll there.
Yeah, I mean, where with the second corner would just be that it'd be hard to get under unless you have to throw a hit with your next shot.
Yeah. This one hanging a little. So it's looking like it's going to be a little closer to the nose, which is okay. I think we'll see a hit right back from John here.
Yep. No hesitation.
Yeah, hit and roll back to the middle is pretty good. Even a nose isn't too bad. But I do think bringing the play to the middle is probably their goal.
Yeah, I think if he knows it, though, I don't know that they can
hit you and be on the rings.
Hit back and be on the rings, yep.
Yep. All right, this is looking good. This is the spot that was running straight earlier in the game, though. Oh, this one is also running straight. I think it'll stick, though. Stick as a biter. Getting that extra stroke in over there. I'm not sure. I think that might be off. Michelle did not sound convinced that might be in. All right, we're seeing the come around.
Sweepers are not in an ideal position. Looks like it's going to sail right through.
I think you're right. That is not the outcome they wanted. Even short, you leave a second guard.
Yeah.
But I think that's a shot where I think a lot of people are thinking, I just want to throw this right to the tee line. I think it's often better to think I'm going to throw this to the top 12, and then if you miss 4 feet either way, it's okay.
It's always hard sometimes, too, depending upon who you play with in league. Sometimes sometimes you kind of have to get it there yourself in league. Depending upon your sweepers, and then when you play with better teams that have sweepers that can carry the rock further, it's hard to change your mindset into throwing it to your sweepers and giving it to them to make the shot.
Yeah, very, very true.
I assume we're peeling the guard here.
Yep, that looks like the case. I think if you get the peel, I think if you're Gallegos, you really have to consider.
Ooh. Yeah, go ahead and curl it.
I think they're going to make it.
Yep.
So now Gallegos, I think, has a choice of, do we just, one is that potential biter on the rings, because that would be a forced stone if so. If that's on, I think you have to throw the corner guard again.
I agree.
If that's not on, I think he has a choice of playing the blank or making them make the peel a couple more times.
Yep.
They're calling the freeze. I think it's a tough shot to make. If you make it, it does bring the 2 in play. But if you miss it, then you high likelihood of getting forced.
Drawing under here.
I think they're freezing. Did he call it under?
I think he called T-line. Could be wrong.
It looks like T-line.
Sweepers again, trailing far behind.
This one looks a little spicy. If this actually comes around to like the back 8, back 12, it's a little sneaky good. Pretty good.
Okay.
They only have maybe a big half of it. And it's a tricky one where do you play the red straight back or do you just try to hit the half that you can see?
I think they're trying to hit the half they can see.
It's a little safer, particularly if you're playing the hack board weight, because then if you ever chisel your own, you probably keep one of your reds in. This is where when you're trying to show off, you play the run just to make it look good.
Yeah, we had one of those shots on Tuesday night where you tried to show off, and
I think I missed though.
Yes, you gifted me one. I was wondering if you would call that shot normally, or if it was because it was me, you just really wanted to stick it to me.
I don't remember the shot, but when I get up in league, I often like to just play shots that are fun.
Yeah, that's
not trying to stick it to anybody ever, just playing shots to try to get better at curling.
Someone asked me if they thought that you were pulling punches and that you gave me some points because you felt bad for me, and I was like, I don't think Scott's ever doing that.
I would say I don't ever try to miss shots. I will change my strategy where like keep things simple, like the other team will maybe have an easier score, but not. I will never try to miss a shot. That feels against the spirit of curling.
I also wouldn't want you to do that. That would be. If you're gonna give me a beating, I'll take my beating.
This is pretty. Oh, it's right back where it just was.
All right, deja vu all over again.
Yeah. All right, I think we'll see the hack board weight again. Looks really similar to the last one. That's a good sign.
Yep, we'll float a little bit. Yep, just be patient.
Should finish a little at the end. Well, this one's fighting the curl a little harder than the last one.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. Wow, that really hung out there. Oh, that might be trouble. That might be trouble.
So now
2 is back on the table.
2 is on the table. That was Jazzy's last, so they will have 2 shots at a double to get out of the end.
All right, so he's rolling in front of the other yellow. Is that? Do you think that
the best? I think nose is pretty good.
Yeah, I kind of like nose. My word would just be you don't want to leave it double.
Yes, the harder the double, the better. And I think the best you can do is probably roll right, splitting center line, just like a half a rock in.
That took off.
This might be trouble.
This looks right back off the table.
Jammy. That is jammy. Oh, but this yellow might spin to a pretty sneaky spot. That's a pretty sneaky spot.
That is a sneaky spot.
That is a little bit of a pro out of a miss there. Dan can chase it, which I think is what he'll do. You can also just split the rings and sit two.
Get a second
Anything on
counter.
the right side over here probably takes the 2 off the board for yellow. The trick with this shot is it's probably the first time they've played this line, and it's a little bit of a guess on the ice.
Yeah, inside out is always kind of against what you normally throw.
And particularly on the ice here, I often find some inside out spots curl a lot and some really run. And if you haven't played it, it could be a little bit of a guess, and you might end up getting a miss out of that.
You almost wonder if just running the red might be a better option.
If I really didn't know the ice going inside out and I knew the ice the other way, I probably would play the run. This one's curling. I think they're going to get it by, though. Oh, it's real close. Great sweeping. John Gephardt.
Great shot.
Doing his best Cody Klauser impression. Gets that by. Great sweep and the little broom clap.
Yeah, they've been doing that a lot tonight. Kind of like that. So using the black foam there, maybe.
Who?
John.
Oh.
I mean, he's got the black.
I mean, I think that's barely an advantage and stuff like this. A lot of people will be using the inserts and the non WCF heads.
Yeah, I played the 5th.
Played the 5th.
If I can legally use it in league, I will take every advantage I can get.
Yeah, I think you're in the majority there. I've never been able to, if I play in something at our club with Cody or Andy, like they often don't want to use those because they feel like with Cody's sweeping power, he just tears the ice up.
Yeah. Cody will take all the pebble off the ice if he uses an insert and a non-WCF head.
I think even just a non-WCF.
Yeah.
This looks pretty good. It might not curl quite enough. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, very good try. Dan will be happy to just rip this out. Anything high side should be good for yellow or for red. And if they can hit it right on the nose, they put a little pressure on Team Ardsley. I like the lightning coming out of Dan's ears on the T-shirt.
I missed that. Yeah.
Oh, his mouth and his ears.
Well, definitely his mouth for sure. We know that's a fact.
Oh, true. Dan, you know exactly how Dan's feeling at all points during a curling game.
Yes. I've also, all that you're gonna.
He's gonna get it. Yep. Whew. Tried to jam it.
Sweating that one. You know by the tone of Dan's voice, if you release it wide or narrow, you'll know immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And I've also heard that one of the worst experiences is seeing disappointed Dan face.
Disappointed Dan face.
Yeah.
Yes, Dan wears his emotions on his sleeve.
One thing I do love about Dan, though, is he will, if he is the one that messes up, he'll be the first one to tell you.
Oh, yeah.
He admits when he's wrong immediately, and that makes all the yelling and the animated Dan makes it acceptable.
Oh, yeah. All right, playing the draw for one. Oh, they're not. They're starting to clean. They're backing off. This might be heavy.
Gotta curl to get to that red. It's gotta curl.
If he gets a chunk of the red, though,
he might.
He's gonna get it.
Oof.
Just good enough.
Oof.
Keep it tight. That's what we like to see. Made shots. All right, 5-4.
We knew they were going to have to steal at some point.
Yep, they'll have to steal here, win a skip straw. Very, very doable. They'll need a lot of guards, though. If you want any team here that's comfortable peeling rocks, I think Dan's team is probably up there.
Yeah, I like to refer to this this 8th end when you know one team has to steal. Now we're going to dance.
Now we're going to dance.
Whoever dances better, they're going to win the game.
There you go.
All right, so in this situation, do you like calling the high guard first or the tight guard first?
I like the high guard first, usually. I think it's really, though, as the thrower, you're thinking I'm throwing it too, and then just putting all the pressure on the sweepers to put it in, to judge it right and either leave it as the 1 or the 3. This looks good. I think this is going to be a tight guard. I also just think the 1 guard is often a little bit harder to make because you call and throw less of them, and you obviously can't miss in one direction.
Yeah, I think it's a little more nerve-wracking calling for the 1.
So playing the right shot here for Jazzy. She's calling the come around for Michelle, where if Michelle can stick her 2 rocks here in the top 8, top 4, it's going to put a lot of pressure on Team Ardsley. This one's got to curl a little. It's going to... you need it to stop, though. I think you just let it stop.
They're fine.
Open doesn't really matter because they're not going to hit it, or they shouldn't.
Oh, uh-oh.
They're freezing.
Yeah. I think you guard. I think
the
guard up.
Sweeper talked him into the guard. You can throw the freeze, but I think you're then committing to throwing the guard on the next one. And if you don't make the freeze, then you're in trouble because they can rip it out.
I think you need as many guards as possible.
Yes.
Jessie will absolutely start ripping guards as soon as she can.
Yes. Yeah, the right shot is definitely the 1 guard. Don't want to bunch them too much, though. The best way for red to win right now is for yellow to bunch their guards. They make the double peel, and then it'll be real tough to steal. That's a good shot. That's a really good shot. Right in line with each other. Perfect. A little bit of separation. It's nice. I think we want to see Michelle do just about the same thing she just did.
It right on top.
Yeah, maybe a little bit higher than the last. What you don't want to do here is over curl, under curl, throw it heavy, leave a pocket for the yellow team to freeze into. That's the worst outcome. That and, I guess, a guard. They're calling back 8, though. It's not late. This one's a little bit of room.
Wide. I think you just sweep it by here.
I think they're by.
I don't think they have a choice. It's going
this one. All right. There's life for Team Gallegos. Make this freeze. Make this draw.
You think that's always a miss, though. I always yell at my lead, it cannot be a guard.
It's definitely better than the center guard. Definitely better than leaving a big back 4 pocket or something like that. But it does leave Gallegos here with a little freeze tap. You can make the dead freeze is great. You can also tap it to back 4, and even if they rip your rock out, you have one to freeze to, or double center guards to draw around. This one looks close. It's curling a little early. It might be late. It's getting there. This is some good sweeping.
Good. It's got to get there.
They're going to be close. This top 8 maybe.
Go hard.
Top
okay,
8.
Not bad.
That's a good spot.
Yeah.
That's a good spot. Jazzy has a choice of guard or top. I think you try to just make the double peel. Single peel's fine. I think, yeah, even single peel. Right now, yellow has to make a couple shots to score. So I think we'll see a couple peels and a couple guards on the next couple.
Looks a little wide here.
The good news coming this way is if you're a little wide, you pick the one out in the rings, but I think they're
No,
okay.
they're fine. Put it back. Nope, put it back.
Is this the second year this team has played together? For, I guess, Jazzy, Dan, Michelle,
Dan's
Jen.
fans?
Dan's fans. Is that their team name? Yeah.
Yes. They also, I believe they're the reigning GNCC mixed champions.
I would believe it.
And I think they have a decent shot at defending this year because from what I've heard, there's only a handful of teams that are going to compete against them. So,
Where is it? Do you know?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, nice.
That's
Not a.
unfortunate.
It's not terrible, not great though. That there's going to have no guards left after this shot.
Yeah.
But it does leave a little pocket where yellow can
It
then
could do a
freeze
little
into
in-off.
it. So the peel here, right shot. Keep it simple, keep it open.
Stick to the game plan.
This looks pretty good. So he's curling a little more than the last, but no problem. That's out of the way. That's a good shot. So they're calling for the freeze. I think
It's a little early.
it's too early. I agree. I think you have to throw at least one, probably two guards. I think ideally you're coming to that spot on the skips first. If they put it in the perfect spot, though, they still, in a pretty good position. You'll see a blast again from Jazzy. And pro side here, I think you can be a little light and throw the guard. But this is close.
It's got a curl. It's got a curl.
This might be. That's a pretty good outcome. Pretty good. Choice decision time. I think I like ripping the top 8-1.
Yeah, I don't think there's a bad outcome.
I think right now I'm thinking you hit the top 8-1, roll kind of over towards your corner guard, stick the rings anywhere. That can be your saver. You don't even have to. You could just straight rip it.
I think even if you drive back into the yellows, I think you're fine.
You can hit it into the yellows too. The worry is if you catch it too thick, you're going to leave a yellow right on top of the red, which is not a great outcome. If you rip it over this way, you need to hit it thin, where you're either hitting it into like the high, like the nose of the yellow, or even over top of that. So they're playing I think they're playing the nose here, which is pretty good. It's a little tricky where you don't want to hit a high side, but
do not want to float this. I think sometimes it's hard here to avoid the temptation to just guard it. I think you always want to stick with the game plan of you just want to remove rocks and leave it wide open.
Yep, I think they're playing for on their last, just hopefully having a hit for the win. This looks really close. Oh, it's curling.
Even peeling the guard.
Even the top one's okay. That is not a good outcome.
Oh.
It's still not too bad. There's no guards, so they will have a shot, but yellow can really put some pressure on here. So the problem for red is that the top of the triangle, the yellow rock, that one is the one you can't get rid of right now.
Yeah.
Which is the problem. So I think they're talking about bump. I don't like bump because right now they can't get rid of that yellow. I think you either are freezing Or I think you can guard it. I would be tempted to tight guard right in the middle of that red-yellow combo, because you can get the red either way. You can either dig it out on your last, or you can hit the yellow into it. So when you have two ways to get that rock out, I think the guard is the play. You can also just throw it in front of it, top rings. It's also...
Do you ever freeze to the top of the yellow? The top yellow?
The top of the triangle?
Yeah.
That's pretty good, too.
Because at that point, I think you have two ways in.
Yeah, I think... So I think, yeah, a couple good potential outcomes. They're playing the freeze. The risk of the freeze is if you do tap that red a rock or two, you leave Dan with a much less risky blast. Yeah. And with still 3 more red rocks to come, I think you really want Dan's team wasting a shot or two on peeling.
On peeling, yeah. No, I agree. Feels like we're later at the end.
I think this is, a common call, particularly in league, where, blasts are not easy shots. But when you're playing an opponent like this, I think you need to take it into account that they're likely to make the blast in the middle. They said back 8, back 12. That's a little too much weight. I think they're letting it come down, though, and it's getting close. It's getting close. Don't bounce much. Try not to bounce too much. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think if you drill it on the nose, you still open it up quite a bit. What you can't do, though, is hit it directly into the red. This is getting dicey.
This is getting dicey.
Or dicey for Team Jazzy. This is exactly, I think, what Team Gallegos wanted coming into this end.
Yeah, I think Team Gallegos has a lot of options right now. And I don't think you can get rid of all of them.
My first thought is just smash it on the nose. You might bump your red back a little bit, but you're really going to open the forefoot up.
I mean, they still have 3 stones. I think you smash it and open it up.
Yeah, exactly. With 3 rocks left, I think you're going to have your chance. You don't need to be shot now. So I think getting over that and just getting rid of some yellows. There's no guards.
I don't know that your red on the button is helping you anymore.
Right now, it's actually protecting those top 2 yellows.
Yeah.
And with 3 shots left, I think you're happy kind of bumping that thing back. So I still like the smash. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that's good. I don't think so. I think you have to hit it. So they're playing a draw, I think. Where he tapped his broom is kind of right in front of the...
Yeah, almost like a half top 8 is kind of like a... I think they're trying to prevent any of yellow's shots.
So the problem is they have 3 ways to get rid of that red right now.
Yeah.
They can straight pick it.
1 stone is not going to protect it.
Yeah, they can straight pick it. They can hit the top of the 3 yellows a little bit high into the red. They can also hit the middle of the 3 yellows into the red.
I like that shot.
So there's a whole bunch of ways to get that red out of there. So it has to be placed really well here for it to make Ardsley's life tougher. It does look like it's going to be really close. Well, a little bounce
on it, yeah.
So now,
I don't know. Don't love that.
No. So Gallegos now can hit that on the nose.
Yeah, I think you throw like back 8, back 12 at that.
Yep.
And just move it a little bit. Leave the back red as a catcher.
Yeah, you can. I was thinking there's a lot of rocks to move. I think you might want to play like back line to hack.
Yeah.
Make
I
sure
don't think you want to remove that back red though. I think you want to leave it in play.
Yeah, I don't mind just getting it to the back 4. That'd be a pretty good outcome. You could also just smash it on the nose and sit 5, but or 4. You'd probably sit 4, but. Looks like they're talking about. Yeah, they're talking about the tap that you were talking about, Rob. I think it really just depends on the weight they want to throw.
Yeah.
I do like the weight you called with like kind of the back ring, back line type weight. Set yourself up. Make sure you're gonna have a.
Yeah, I think you want. What do we got? We got 2 stones each. I think I like counting after this.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel pressure to count because you're gonna have a lot of ways.
Yeah, agreed.
But I think we're late enough in the end now where I do think I wouldn't mind being shot.
Yeah, I think you need to do something to put pressure on Dan's fans.
Yeah, and now you're in a good enough situation for Team Ardsley where you might be thinking about, can we actually make their shot hard enough where we might steal multiple?
Yeah, you know what? I hadn't considered that. That is definitely in play. It looks like they might be throwing a lot of weight at this. Yeah, the call's controlled down.
It looks like solid board control. I think they're going to make a pretty good shot.
It looks pretty good.
It's a decent outcome. The problem is that by moving that rock a little bit too far, I think Dan can just throw a heater here, get rid of two yellows.
Yeah.
And Gallegos will have a shot then to sit a couple, but the problem so if Dan makes this double, he's going to leave a double back.
Right.
And then if they make that double, then they're going to be sitting 4, and there's not even going to be a super easy hit where Dan might be drawing.
I think it's the draw, yeah. Draw the button for the win.
So we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, but if we see a couple really good shots here, we might have quite a dramatic ending to this game. I do still like the double, but I think you're trying to hit it thin.
I think you need the double to help mitigate them stealing more than one.
Yeah, I think you still play it. I think the thinner you can hit the center line one first.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it might even be better to hit the other one first, come off the wide one into the back of the other one. But really, it's like you're trying to shoot the gap between the two and just hit them really thin, and then your shooter might spin down a little, which makes the double a little bit trickier. So we'll see how springy these rocks are. Expect to see a firm weight here from Dan. Definitely firm.
It's good out of hand.
This is close. I think he's going to like it. I think he likes it. It's a good outcome.
Yep.
Very nice shot. About as good as he could do, really. But the thing is, yellow has a shot here to sit 3 or 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you throw the double here and then make Dan make a shot.
And then Dan will have either the draw or the hit and roll for his score. We're getting cowbells here after that one.
I think you got to hit the inside stone first.
Yeah. Yep.
I think my worry is if you hit the outside stone first, you're going to jam on that yellow.
Yeah, you have to hit the center line one first. If you want to not risk, you can probably make it the other way, but it's a lot dicier. All right.
right.
If with a made shot here, there'll be a lot of pressure back on Team Jazzy Dan.
Jazzy Dan's fans.
Jazzy Dan's fans. All right. Rock is away. Looks like a clean throw. This is going to be close.
Yeah, looks pretty good. It's got a curl. You got to hit that inside one
Through
first.
more
here
like
comes.
control normal.
Looks
I
pretty good.
don't think it needs
Looks
to curl.
pretty good.
That's a good outcome.
That's
So Dan has two options now.
a little hit and flop.
It is, yeah, you can hit and roll the left one, or you can just straight draw a 4-foot. All right,
Yeah,
well, we've had a great game.
Yeah, I like this call because as long as you kill that inside stone, you have a shot at skip stones.
Yes, I totally agree.
I think you draw and you miss and you give up 2 games over.
Yep, I totally agree. With the scoreboard the way it is, I think it's really hit. Hopefully you score, but if not, I don't see Dan throwing this bad enough where, they're still sitting 2 after this shot. All right, rocks away. Looks like control. This one's got to curl. Oh. Dan. They're close.
Oh, I think he's got it. I think he's got it.
They got it.
Great shot.
You could tell they were close, back and forth the whole way.
Team Jazzy Dance fans.
Great shooting in this last end, both teams.
That was a great finish to a great game. All right, well, I think we're done here, Scott.
I think so. Thanks for listening. I didn't realize we were on YouTube until about 6 ends in, but
No, all right, until we got our shout out.
I guess I figured we were somewhere. I just didn't really think about it.
Yep. All right, well, these teams will play tomorrow in the final at 11 o'clock here at Philadelphia. You can catch it on YouTube.
All right. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Rob.
Good curling and good night.